This segment is sponsored by Grace Baptist Church.
In uncertain times, many of us are walking the tightrope between fear and hope. Joining us by Skype this morning to talk about caring for your mind, body, and heart is the Reverend Courtney Crump of Grace Baptist Church. Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning.
Thank you for spending some time with us. This is such a perfect topic for us to kind of address today because people are, and I love that analogy that the tightrope of like there's fear on one side and hope on the other, and we're kind of keep our balance there. But what helps us keep that balance?
Well, there's so much happening in our midst, and there is much to be acknowledged of what we are grieving and what we are lamenting and what we are hoping for in the future. And we are...
Yeah, and I'm thinking one of the things that comes to mind is empathy is huge in this, and feeling other people's pain.
Yes, Gregory Boyle has said that one of the measures of a community's health is whether or not we can listen with awe to the stories of what our neighbors have been carrying what our neighbors have been carrying, rather than judgment of how they've been carrying it.
There's a big difference between hearing and listening, because you have to do both. You can listen and not hear what they're actually saying, and that's very important, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And we are, many of us, hearing stories from our neighbors that we have not before heard in the same way. And my hope and prayer is that in the hearing, in the listening, in our empathetic responses, that we can be a part of living in a new way in the days and weeks and years and decades to come.
So during July, you're going to have a service of lament. I'm not sure what that means. Can you explain that to me?
Well, we have a great biblical heritage of lament. If you open the scriptures to the Psalms, you'll find every emotion humanity has ever had in the catalog of the Psalms, and one of them is to lament, to grieve, to name the things that are hard and difficult and the things that we do not know what the way forward might look like, and to lift those things up to God, and to know that when we have acknowledged what our pain, to acknowledge our sorrow, that's when we can begin to reframe what life will look like in light of what we cannot change. And then we can begin to chart a path forward for the life that we are now living, which is not necessarily the life that we had planned.
Definitely not what we planned for most of us, yeah. Wisdom for the pandemic living is important. And I heard someone say something yesterday. It said we should work on selflessness instead of selfishness. And that kind of fits right in with your theme, doesn't it?
Yes, that as we are looking for ways that we can live with wisdom, that our gifts can be used for the healing and transforming of the world, that there are a lot of gifts and resources and things that we need that are right here among us. So we've been asking mental health professionals and healthcare providers and social workers and chaplains and other wise folks, what wisdom can you share with us right now? Some of that wisdom is things like keep moving your body. We're offering yoga classes now online that used to be on our front steps of our sanctuary.
Wait, whoa. You're doing yoga class with the church?
Yoga in the church.
Wow.
We've been doing these classes on our front portico of our sanctuary outdoors, and that's just not possible right now. And you know, God has created us in God's image. God has created our bodies and our hearts and our minds. And we believe that being centered in who we are and our identity as children of God means taking care of our bodies and moving them and stretching them and breathing deeply.
All right. We are almost out of time, and I did take one note when I was reading about you, and it says to share what you can, and you are not alone.
Yes. So we are kind of always looking for how our gifts get connected to the gifts and needs of others around us. And I think that that's true for all of us, no matter how much we have, that there's some piece that can always be shared. And that's part of the healing and transforming of the world that we feel called to and that we are seeing happen even in the midst of hardship. So keep showing up, be brave. One of our refrains at Grace is that you are loved, you are not alone, and God is with us. We've got a big banner on the front of the church that says that, and we believe that. And I want people to know that.
I don't think we can end on a better line than that. Thank you so much for the time. Really enjoyed talking to you.
You too.
All righty. Folks, Grace Baptist Church is located at 4200 Dover Road. You can give them a call at 804-353-0134. Visit them online at rvagrace.org. You'll find them on Facebook at facebook.com/GBC Richmond and on YouTube by searching Grace Baptist Church of Richmond. Please stay with us. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.